Welcome to Eat the Rolex with me. Welcome to SudiTalks and the first episode of Eat the Rolex with me. This one is a very, very, very important episode. It's pilot season. It's the first episode of this series of Eat the Rolex with me. SudiTalks episode 1. And yeah, so this is going to be an interesting episode, as we're going to have a lot of things to talk about ourselves, our perspectives, and how we see a lot of things. And I mean, we get to see how they see their views and how they view their things in life.
And eat Rolex as well.
Yeah, that's the main one.
That's
That's the
intros.
Yeah, so now I would love to let everyone introduce themselves. Let everyone introduce themselves. Who should we start with?
I'll start. Yo, what you saying, man? Sudi's fan, bro. I'm Manny. For those who know me, man, if you know, you know. If you don't know, bro, if you don't know, you don't know. But like, bro, my name's Manny. Helping out my boy, man. Just trying to eat some Rolex, talk about different things about life. Yeah, man, that's me.
Hey guys, it's your boy Kid, but it's right with a beamer. Back again, you know, we're here trying to give us perspectives on everything. I'm a rapper, artist, musician. This is my perspective on different things in life. So yeah.
How you guys doing? The name is Hero. Maybe.
Yo.
Plain and simple. This is a Rolex and
So on today's like really good episode, bringing with diving with a lot of Rolex here. So we're having different variations of Rolex here right now. We're having what we call the Nyanyam Basic.
I am busy.
We're having Nyanyam Busy with just a normal plain Rolex, because you know we're trying to keep you and see different versions of all of this. Yeah. Yeah. See different versions of all of this. So yeah. Yes, you can take a bite. You know we need this Rolex.
That means you gotta tell me twice. You gotta tell me twice.
You made the chapati by yourself?
Yeah, don't worry, everything.
Yeah.
Yes, it's plain and simple the Ugandan way.
I pray for that food.
The Ugandan way. So
Yeah, I pray for it.
different ways, and yeah.
And I only month, it's only covered.
What later? Like that.
It's only covered.
Okay, the Rolex has brought us here in the middle.
They were, damn.
So Sudi, what's up?
So yeah, man.
It's like,
So man, I want the first question of the day. What do you rate the Rolex? That's a very serious question. Let us start with you, man.
I give it a calm. I haven't yet tried the one with the tomato, yeah? But I give it a calm 8.5.
That's right.
Yeah, come here.
That's good. That's high.
Give it a
That's
calm
high. That's high.
8.5.
That's high. I agree.
Me, give it a solid. Eight.
Yeah.
I can give it some attention. Yeah.
I give it 8 as well, bro. Analyzing this thing,
Yeah?
he needs like a real chapo. The fact that it's a character, it's banging still.
Sure.
When you get the real chapo, it's going to change for sure.
True. You know, like let's now talk a deep history about Rolex for people who the viewers who may not know about Rolex. So Rolex comes in as a genius idea that I call as a genius idea. I don't know about everyone else, but it's an idea that whoever created this Rolex, started off with a good fundamental. Well, first of all, he looked at the chapat, eggs, tomatoes, even there's some cabbages.
All the
Mixed with
nutrients you need.
there's one called jackpot. That one.
Yo, shout out you girl Uganda, man.
Yeah.
Shout out you girl Uganda.
I need that sponsorship. We need that sponsorship.
Video, bro.
We need that sponsorship.
No, you got it.
Oh, bro, that man
Yes,
be
bro.
like us.
There's one talking name of unprovoked.
Yeah.
So you see, so the Rolex comes in deep as something that started on. I think for me, it's very personal. My first ever business that I ever did with my boy Moody was with the Rolex. I used to sell Rolex back in high school. I was with Hero.
For real one.
I'll put in a clip there. I'll put in a clip.
But it was nice.
The money is nice. Actually, I made my first 1 million Ugandan shillings.
It's great.
From
Million?
selling, from selling Rolex.
You
Can you imagine?
guys must have had some-
And I started with 0 shillings.
How much is this? How much did you?
No, this is the thing. This is the very funny thing. I used to buy Rolex at 2K, but I used to sell it at 4K to people. So I would buy the 2K since I'm using your money, and I buy it, but then I make a profit of 2K.
So you never used to make the Rolexes. You used to buy and sell,
I
resell.
used to buy and resell. Can you imagine? I was buying and selling food.
Yeah, because those kids didn't know the price of a Rolex.
Yeah, kids were like, kids just had money and they were just there having it for.
Yeah.
They didn't have a platform for it.
Bro,
You guys just call me side hustles. I remember my boy used to tell me, bro.
Yeah.
You guys live schools with side hustles and come out with like 2 mil.
Bro.
Say that's in school as well.
Yeah. That's about 200 and
I'll
like
give the young
20
people-
pounds.
You guys
That's
sleep
zero.
with children.
That's kind of like what? 3 weeks I made like 220 pounds. In Uganda, that's really good. So yeah, but let me start off with the first question of the day. Like, what season of life do you guys feel you're currently in right now? And you're like home of headspace.
right, like personally, I'd say in my former headspace, like the season I'm in, I want to tell it as a growth season, right? I'm trying to growth as in I'm trying to like discover myself in a way that I've entered another space that I hadn't really ventured into of content.
Yeah.
And in the process, I've learned a lot of things that I didn't know. I've seen a lot of things. I've had a lot of experiences that I can say here. I'm actually still growing right now, but what I can say is that for now, the type of space I'm in is like I'm in a growth kind of state. I'm trying not to let like any sort of distractions like derail my progress. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for you.
Yeah. Like any type of progress to derail, like any type of distraction to derail my progress. Because I feel I am getting somewhere, but I'm not where I want to be. It will take time, though. Take time. It might take months, might take years, but as long as I got the right mindset, the right people supporting me, right, I'm calm, and that's where I'm at right now. Yeah.
How about you, Karen?
I feel like for me, I'm in like a training arc. Like I have my goals and I know what I want to become and what I want to do. But like I need to be a certain individual to be that person. I need to be that person who is achieved all that stuff. And I feel like it's going to take me time because it takes a lot of self-awareness and self-reflection. So I'm just embracing the process so that the training arc, I'm embracing my training arc right now.
I mean, for me, it's like mixed emotions. Like, you know, when you know a person you can be, and you just know you're not that person. You know, like you could be doing more.
You can be more than you are.
Yeah.
And you feel like you can but I don't know if you know what you want to do about that.
Yeah.
You think you know what you want to do about that?
I know what I need to do, but it's like, it's just time. The difference between me and that person is just time.
I feel
I
like
don't know, I do believe in that because I feel like sometimes the certain processes in life that you just go through that sometimes at that moment won't align with what you want to grow and become. But you just embrace that process and find a way of getting yourself eventually out of it. Don't get too lost into it. I would say just don't get lost too much into it, and you know that eventually you have to now start being that person. And if you realize that earlier you start, the earlier it is for you, the better it is for you. And
makes so much sense, but sometimes it makes it to have a practical. You see, you may say like your example you're talking about. You feel like you're limited, but doesn't that make you? Leads me now to my next question. Don't you feel like what you're going through right now? Because all of you are like in a mix of growth, but you feel like you're feeling that there's limitation, but don't you feel like that sense of in what you're in right now is shaping you to what your goal is, or you feel like what you're in right now is not shaping you to your goal? You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Like your question is like the situation we are in now.
Yeah. Would you
Is
say
it sort of shaping what we want to be?
or you feel like the goal you won't yeah, exactly, pretty much that.
I know what you mean. The situation I am in now. Now you see, for me, who does now that I'm doing a bit of streaming.
Yeah.
The situation I'm in right now is that every day I have to wake up, right? I have to think about what am I going to stream? What time am I going to stream, right?
Yeah.
Which platform am I going to stream on? Then, aside from content,
Yeah.
uni, I have assignments, right?
Yeah.
What assignments am I gonna do? What am I gonna eat? What am I gonna eat today? Because that's also another thing. Another thing. Now, there's also another thing that comes randomly. And I know this happens to each and every one of us in our 20s. Will I make it? Will I make it?
Yeah.
The big 25.
Will I make it? That question hits my head every single day. But you know what I try to tell myself, right? Like, I may not know if I will or will not, but let me continue trying. You never know. I always tell myself,
but that's literally when you get there, bro.
you never know. You just keep on trying.
Yeah, even me. But actually, one of the quotes that actually pushes me to keep going. Like the only way you're guaranteed to not make it, because we're always asking ourselves whether or not we'll make it. The only way you're like 100%, like there you don't even need to ask yourself, you know when I make it, is when you stop and quit.
Yeah,
what you're doing.
Exactly.
Like that's the only time it's 100% guaranteed that yeah, you're definitely not gonna make it.
Yeah, another thing.
And as long as you always try, there's always a chance.
Another thing is that I know all of us have come from a certain background where either something is set in stone or something is not set in stone. Like personally, I know there are a lot of people in especially Africa
Yeah.
who come from backgrounds where their futures are dictated, right? Like you can go like most African households, they have their parents wanting their sons and daughters to become lawyers or doctors, right? But then them as a person, they have something they want to do, but at the same time, they don't know if what they want to do is contrasting or is like contrasting with God's plan. Because you know there's also the factor of God.
Sure.
God's plan is actually what is supposed to happen for your life, but then you don't know at the same time. There's a lot of things.
I would say, bro, like if you want to do something and like the idea is coming to your head before, I would say that's God giving you the idea that this is something you can look into. So you feel like if you get that premonition that this is something I want to do, you should attack that and don't sit down doing something for the sake of others, because the way I think about it is like if I'm to do anything for my mom, because like it's for her, like if I want to study this way, if I'm studying this course, this that for her, and then it's not something I really want, what's gonna happen 50 years from now and she's not around and I'm still around?
Oh, you feel like 40 and you're just a depressed.
Exactly, depressed as fuck.
Yeah.
And the person we were doing that shit for,
It's just
it's not around. She's chilling. She's good. So you end up finding yourself in that situation. You have to just be selfish. I would say be selfish with yourself. I guess choose yourself.
So now,
No, that's more.
Deep.
yeah,
Completely like.
so it means that it means with all the other you guys are saying, would you say that it's really good to have a fight within your mind?
Let me tell you, it all starts from your mind. Everything that concerns about success, everything that concerns about progress, about trying and doing things, it's all in the mind. Because you don't start something without thinking about it. That's the first thing. All of us who have done something, we've thought about it first, right? Like how you guys thought about your courses, you thought about it. How you guys thought about all these side things we did. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, even the way when I started content, I thought about it first. I was overthinking. You know, there's also another thing called overthinking. Overthinking can ruin a person's morale, and it can really limit you from like what you could be.
True.
That's the thing.
Have you suffered from overthinking?
Okay, anytime. Everyone suffers from overthinking. Me, I overthink, like, bro. When I started content, every time before I post a video, I overthink. You know why? Before I post a video on TikTok, I used to overthink. Will it go viral? Will it not go viral? The trick is just don't think. Just post. Just put it there. Hit post. That's it.
Bro.
Even the streaming thing. When I was starting out, I was like, I have to put a lot of money into this thing. I thought about it. Of course, some certain people don't really have the facilities, yeah, to like fund those kind of things, yeah. But at the end of the day, yeah, like there's no idea in this world. There's no successful idea in this world that has happened without a risk. There's nothing that has happened in this world. There's nothing that's been invented in this world that's happened without a risk. Or like someone, like for example, this book I'm reading, yeah.
Yeah, what you know.
It's called Sudi. It's by the creator of Nike, right? He states how in his mind he had this keyword crazy idea. He had a crazy idea. He saved up all his money, right? Just to start importing shoes from Japan, from Asia. But there were also limitations of family, his father, things like that. But the key thing is he had his last card. I think that's the best word I can use. He used his last card, right, to invest in importing and exporting shoes. And then with that, yeah, he did. If you go get that book, bro. Go get that book. It's online, bro. Shoe Dog by it's actually like it's a memoir by the creator of Nike. He actually used his last, because he already graduated uni as well. He used his last money. He wasn't working. Used his last money, invested in that shit. Sometime later, he started selling shoes from the back of his car. Then he started making small money just to go by. Then eventually, I think he had a big break. Then that's how it is. It's all about that last race.
That initial step, bro.
That initial step. It's all about the mind.
Yeah, you just have to start. But I feel like we diverted from what you were asking. What were you asking again?
Talking about how it's like in the mind.
How do you feel like you're fighting in your mind? You feel like your biggest battle is you fighting in your mind.
It is.
Because I actually talked about it in one of my art series, the art of fighting your mind. Because that same time, I was fighting with my mind with a lot of things when I made it. Because people actually don't realize most of my vids is me practically journaling how I'm feeling that day. So practically the video I posted was me feeling how
SudiTalks.
Yeah, so it's like SudiTalks basing off how I was feeling. And then I get to realize when I talk it through and I write it down, I really realized that I'm practically advising myself. And I was like, why can I not use that and use that as a voice? Maybe someone else may be feeling the same way. We're 8 billion people in this world. 5.66 billion people use social media. There is no way your opinion is not the same as at least 100 million people.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I was talking to one of my friends the other day, shout out Nash. So we're talking and we're like, bro, some of the things you're looking for, like, let me say, content-wise, music-wise, inspiration-wise, you're always looking so far away from where it is, which is the actual source is inside yourself.
Exactly.
Like, if you look, you have to analyze yourself instead of wasting time going further and looking into other things. Like, let me say, like music. Like, I'm thinking to myself, bro, what's the type of song that what's the type of listener that I want? I'm like, now I'm thinking the listener is who this, and this. But then I realized that most most likely I want a listener who is like me, who thinks like me, and who's going to like
Feel your music, the way you feel
the
it.
way I feel it.
Yeah.
So it's all an internal search. So if you, one thing I did notice is like you have to know yourself a lot, bro. You have to know yourself.
No, that's actually fact, man.
But now that's actually now leads me to actually a very big thing that I've also been thinking about. Let me ask you, you talk about saying that it's something within you. Yeah, you say you answer it. Does it mean that you think that there's something people our age pretend to figure out but actually don't?
Yeah, so many things, bro.
What would you guys say? I would love a one answer from you.
Pretend to figure out.
Yeah, because
I'd say like because we're too young to figure out life. Because life is something that is like a compilation of experiences that you have throughout your life experience. It's like you compile different things you've gone through to have that experience. Like, and you have to take time to go through those things. If you're 20 years old, you can't say you're figuring out life yet. There's certain things in which you've gone through yet.
Generalized answer you get.
No, but now this is the thing. It will make you now say that people our age then who are the ones who have a form of pressure that is different from when you say our parents' age.
Yeah, I think the pressure all comes from like the demands of society. These days, man, there's a lot of because now the way like digitalization is becoming so prominent,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of demand, AI, everything, bro. I don't know if you guys have heard this thing of like how I think how AI is taking job, making things easier. Even in uni. See how most unis, I'll give an example of like uni. Uni is like cracked down on AI a lot, right?
Because of a lot, yeah.
Because of how like us, people in our age group, like sometimes misuse it in a way that in an assignment you can I can understand, bro. AI makes things easy at the end of the day. Makes things easy at the end of the day. But like I think the pressure on us and the pressure that like our parents are seeing, like the older people, is the fact that things are getting so easy that like us will stop thinking critically, right? That we'll stop inventing new things, we'll stop developing society technically.
I don't think
You
so.
don't think so as well? That's what I'm saying.
Because like, there's some creative ideas that AI can pull out of you.
That's the thing.
Yeah, because like if you spitball something and you have like you don't even have a framework of the thing, but you like put the little bit of it.
But I know what you mean. Like at the end of the day,
You're talking about your music.
No, I'm just saying in general. Even like music videos, music concepts, also production, like in whatever you're doing, YouTube.
Yeah.
The YouTube production.
Yeah.
So it's like you can use it everywhere. It makes everything like easier. If people are using AI to make billions and millions of dollars,
I don't know.
dollars.
I feel like that now it's like us. Now we're engineering students. Three of us are engineering students, and now a lot of AI is coming into a bigger perspective. They always say it's this, it's that. Sometimes I feel like it's noise. I don't know if about you, but I feel
it's
like
nice as well.
I feel like it's noise to distract you from a lot of things.
Yeah,
I
because
think
the smart
now-
people are taking up the opportunity
Exactly.
and using it, and by the time you realize that, oh shit, maybe I could use this, that guy has already used it and he has already cashed out.
No,
And you know-
that's why I'm going to give you an idea as something I will give you. It's going to give a good perspective of some questions. I would say it's noise, but it changes us from world problems. Would you guys also say that the world is shifting us from desires more than fixing ourselves?
Shifting us from desires.
The world is like they are pushing us to have more desires than focus on ourselves. Realistically, let me give what I mean. It's going to lead us to systems like, for example, what's happening in wars right now. I want to say that you know what's happening around the world, Iran, and the whole commotion. But then they push us into perspectives of us knowing like AI, focus on like focus on this is about to take you out, this is about to take you out, it's about to take you out. So they put you on a different pressure, but yet you're forgetting from what's actually affecting the real people and forgetting what we are. Can you say that?
Something like that. Like they're trying to.
It's conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
It's like a conspiracy theory.
It's a lot, bro. That's no, it's a lot. It's a theory.
I would say, yeah, man. Sometimes people use that stuff to distract. But I really shouldn't have an opinion on what like matters because
You don't know, we all don't know.
We all don't know what's going on.
You don't know what's going on.
Internally,
That was an ass.
Internally, there's something else.
Cleaning the smoke.
that's Kiran.
That's the yeah.
We got it again. We
That's
got
the
it.
yeah.
Get your pizza. You can perform.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
Because you know people in such positions, bro, we have so much influence.
Yeah.
Like especially like musicians. But if a musician says F this, well do government,
I
right?
swear.
But people that's good for you.
This is what happened.
Just give an example of the baby when he talks about LGBTQ and he talks about ever since his career it flopped.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying like
Yeah.
it flopped because of people, but most like if it's like what I'm saying is like if it's like coming from a political POV, like let me say what Bad Bunny did at the Grammys when he was like F.I.S.
Even what he did at the Super
But
Bowl.
you know how many people he was encouraging by just saying that because of his influence. Now these people are shit. They're against the government of the US. Like and just like that, you can just have a group of people now that just hate the government just because of a musician.
And you know, aside from riling up, even politicians get involved.
Yeah.
They start giving their comments. Even what Bad Bunny did at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Bro, riled up a lot of shit.
Yeah, those people have a lot of influence.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that's really good. But then that's now leads me to some things because everyone here we're talking about more of growth and everything. What's a habit that you would say that you're doing that is different in your niche to help you to improve? Don't tell me discipline because everyone has discipline. So what's a habit you're telling me that you feel that what system that you've built in between yourself that has helped you to improve your life and feel like you've grown better than the version of you that you're so-called deleting?
It's consistency, discipline.
It's in the lines, bro. It's in the
You
lines.
can say consistency, discipline, but like I might be consistent sleeping.
True.
No, think about it. Yeah. Maybe constantly sleeping. So like
Consistency, what?
yeah, so what's that thing you're doing that you feel like is a habit or system within you that is
I remind myself of where I come from. I tell you how.
that is deep.
I remind myself of where I come
Every
from.
day as well.
Every day.
Every day, so.
I remind myself of where I came from. Because the guy you are now is the same guy
Yeah.
I was 5 to 10 years ago. 5 to 10 years ago, I was
Yeah,
a
you
single.
start using that.
Is it?
I was just start using that.
Every morning.
Copy and paste.
Bro,
But yeah.
the guy I was now, I'm not the same guy I was 5 to 7 years ago when I was in a freaking shout out Light Academy, bro. Single sex school all live, bro.
In Uganda.
I was
Uganda. Enjoy it, Chico. Shout out those guys,
That's
like,
cool, bro.
you see, like,
That's still the Matrix, bro.
yeah, that school is the Matrix.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
Thing is,
It's
it's
like they lie to you. You know why I call it a Matrix? Because it has so many nice things. Like when they bring you inside, they'll tell you have this.
you have this, but once you're there,
What you do? I was almost going there.
once you are there,
They showed you something.
things are tight.
I could see it was fake, bro. Because
But
once
see-
I went there, bro, it was just
But see, like,
this is good.
I think it's general in most single-sex boys' schools, especially those that are like not like private single-sex boys' schools, because there's that sense of like once you go there, there's that I'm gonna say the word discipline, but like there's that sense of there's that upbringing that the single-sex school brings into you. Of course, man, Like, you're not exposed to shorties for a good amount of time.
Bullshit, bro.
Fuck off. Let me tell you something. Like, there's a certain discipline that gets you. Then once you're exposed to shorties, it's another thing. Yeah? Hungry.
We are hungry, but we can control.
But you can control ourselves. But the thing is,
Mm-hmm.
aside from that whole shorty thing, yeah,
Mm.
bro, like, there's this whole thing of bullying experience, trauma. There's a lot of traumas that people
Single
go
sex
through.
schools are matrices.
Traumas that happen in single-sex schools.
No,
But
they're
trauma
more
that
than-
happen. Yo, I've seen guys getting beat up.
More than
I've seen guys like
What?
single-sex schools
Bro, I couldn't fit in that system, bro.
or single-sex.
Yeah.
I swear. Yo, I've seen guys getting beat up. Do you know? Let me actually tell you guys a story.
Mm-hmm.
There was this one time, this one kid. I think it was in Form 1, I was in Form 3. This was during COVID time.
Yeah.
This one kid was, now you see, we had a gym.
Yeah.
We had a gym, and then we had a changing room. So you know, the guys. So you know, we used to have Carbona, yeah, Carbona in the evening soccer.
Yeah.
So guys used to put their bags in one place. Mind you, this is the entire school, Form 1 to Form 6. So there used to be incidences where people's shit was getting lost.
In the morning.
No, in the evening.
Mm.
Like, you see this one place where people put their bags and everything before going for prep. So there used to be incidences of guys stuff getting stolen, right? So one time, this Form 6 is a group of Form 6. These are rugby players. These are rugby players. They just said it among themselves, you know?
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Let's actually plan something.
Yeah.
So they all put their bags with nice things. They put expensive things in the bags
Yeah.
because they knew we're gonna catch this thief today,
Yeah.
right? So this evening, the whole pitch was, I don't know if you've seen the Electric pitch. It's
Yeah, I've seen it before.
It's
Yeah.
big as fuck. So everyone was there. The entire school was there.
Yeah.
So the Form 6s, when it came to time for catching the thief, because there was this one kid who was looking suspicious, he was coming from behind, came inside the room. Then the Form 6s all decided, let's stop playing. Everybody stopped playing.
Like,
playing.
together,
The whole freaking pitch together went in. Now, there are bathrooms inside that place, right? They're like, you know those stalls,
Yeah.
those stall bathrooms. So, once the kid saw guys coming, he ran inside those stalls. He hid himself inside, right? Now, trying to escape that place, there was no escape for my boy. He was cooked. This is a kid, this is a Form 2 kid. Form 2 kid, Form 6, this is a single sex school, there's no remorse.
I think though.
A thief! A thief, no? This is a Form 2 kid. I swear. Let's see, my boy decided to now start jumping stores, thinking that those niggas weren't going to catch him. Once they caught him like this, they took him outside. Now there are those, you know, like those jungle gyms, the ones with the bars, the jungle gyms. They put him outside, yeah? Did they beat him? Guy, I was like, this could be me.
How many were they?
These guys were like, you know, rugby players. These guys were the rugby team.
Alright.
The rugby team. The rugby guys. Bro, it's called the niggas. Bro, those guys.
Let's call themselves
They
right.
mixed that kid. I swear, from that time on, I saw that kid like, I could tell that this kid had a change of character in one go.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what a single sex school does to someone.
Oh, he goes to church. He repents.
Goes to church, he repents.
Yeah.
That could be me.
Yeah.
Guy for guy.
I feel like it's just overrated.
What? Single sex?
Yeah.
But the thing is, you're not even buying the minute.
You don't need to go through that system to
No, you don't. You actually don't know. You actually do not know.
to get character development. It's just a matrix.
Yeah, I feel like.
I think it depends on the person as well. Like some people actually get character development from single sex.
But
Personally, I did.
No.
yeah, that's
And would you do it all again?
Would you do it all again? Would you put your own kid
I wouldn't.
That's not correct. I didn't know.
The thing is, let me explain. My time and my son's time. Let me explain to you. But I talked about trauma earlier on. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
My time and my son's time.
it's also okay because
It's calm. I know.
The school is the system is shit.
Bro.
The system is shit.
But like,
That single sex, it's a matrix, but I don't fuck with it at all.
So I wouldn't like even me. I wouldn't put my kid in a single sex school.
Yeah.
Bro. I wouldn't.
A bunch of niggas,
What was your experience?
one fucking dormitory, all that testosterone. These guys going.
Wait, which school is it?
I was in Nambiango.
Yo, you're in the matrix.
Well,
Yo, Ellie was a private. Wasn't Namiyango
government, yeah.
Government. Shy. Yeah, you're in the matrix.
That was the real matrix, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Yo, I thought Ellie was a matrix.
But I was there for 1 year.
Namiyango smart. If you were there for the full 4 years, you would have actually now.
Yeah, boss. Back when it's only you guys who can survive.
Yeah, I was there for even. I was there for COVID as well. I was there for COVID. You know COVID where?
We did the jack me. They said nada. We leave.
Yeah.
Bro, pack your thing. I was like, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Guys, tell him.
It was like a whole money haste thing.
The story was actually crazy. The way he told it as well.
Money heist. That's hard. Bro.
Here's the question I asked you about
Yeah.
what do you feel in your life
Go to sleep in the story.
that is a system change
Yeah.
that you feel that you've built in within you.
I feel like, because me, what
What did that old version of you?
for me, what really used to mess me up was I'd be consistently doing something. Then when I stopped doing it, I'm like, I stopped doing it. Then I get into this headspace of mine, bro. Can I still do it again? Then for some time, I'm like,
Same,
I'm just waiting. I'm just like in that loop.
That's
And then
right.
time goes by, and then
Same,
I
bro.
finally get up and like. So me, what I changed about that was just believing and trusting in myself every time. And I do understand, bro, the creative breaks. You can't fully be as a creative. You can't. I don't know. It's hard for you to be fully creative. Okay, for me, probably I can't speak for other creatives, but for me, I give myself space. Like if I don't have anything to come up with, I don't overpressure myself. Yeah.
Oh,
You get like writer's block.
Well, yeah, sometimes. Sometimes.
Yeah,
So
even
that-
me.
but when I get that, I just make sure I can pick the pen up. Me, it's just like being able to get back up. That's the one thing that I feel
I
like.
see. I think because human is like easy, but creatives in general, that's how it is.
Yeah.
Bro, you know that thing like, bro, you're overwhelming yourself with a lot of not even ideas. You're overwhelming yourself with a lot of thoughts. Like, bro, I want to do this, but will this happen? I want to do this, but will this happen? You know this. You know what I'm
What's
talking
the
about.
one?
What's the
The one question is, how would you know unless you do?
honestly? That's the thing.
That's the one thing one of the wonders of the.
But sometimes it's not that easy to realize, because you're fighting yourself.
You're
Because
fighting yourself.
there's a version of yourself that you know is too good at it, but you don't know if you're that version again, because you've not been sharpening that.
And then
skill.
also, and it's also at
You've not been
times,
you know that you're good, like there's a version of yourself that is very good at writing, very good at coming up with a concept, but when was the last time you wrote? Or
And
are you still that same good person?
and then aside like not in a position like to being good at it, is also doing something and finding out that this is not for me. Once you find out that this is not for me, now that's another thing. But it's also good in a sense that you're filtering out certain things. Like, no, this is not my thing. Like me, before I started this relatable content, funny shit, I was doing Bible verses. That shit is what. I was doing Bible verses.
Yeah.
Where do you want to laugh?
Yeah, boy, did they? Bible verses. I used to have my small pocket Bible. I still have it, but like, I don't post it like that. I have my small pocket Bible that I used to like highlight and I used to post it. Well, views here and there, but that one was out of the way.
A
Then I
verse a
also-
day.
Yeah?
A verse a day.
A verse a day.
Pastor money, bro.
A verse a day.
When you-
A verse a day. I used to do that. I used to do that, yeah. But the thing is, I realized that, yeah, posting verses is good. Like, I can read the verses, but I don't really think that this is for TikTok. So I decided, let me do something.
That's the thing with being a creative, bro.
I don't think
The things are so simple. You have to just lean towards what comes easy to you. Like what is so it's so simple. Like
Swear.
it's so hard to realize because when you begin, you have this whole idea of being a creative that is some magical being that thinks of some crazy shit.
By the way, it's actually so as long as you find what you can
Just
do,
whatever, like me when I'm saying like, I would say, like what I'm saying about now is just like things that come easy to me. Like if I hear a beat, I don't think too much. I just start saying. So I stopped fighting that because you feel
That's dope.
yeah, fighting that and being like, man, I don't want to sing about that. Man, I've overwritten about it, bro. You have to, if you inspired at the most time, maximize that inspiration, more inspiration will come. But as long as you have that one maxed it, once it's done, you collect those songs, you pack them, you'll be the type when you're very heavily inspired by trying to change people's lives. Then you start writing that stuff, you pack it, and then but then when you want to write a song about it, then you find out you can't even write because now you're inspired about changing people's lives.
It's in the bit for get inspiration.
Yeah.
It's a break your mind. Start writing, bro.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, I'm heavily inspired by women, bro. I still need this guy. This guy
Make songs for the ladies, bro.
shout out to my boy.
Boy, might as well drop some. Tell us what you're dropping when you're dropping.
dropping pretty girls. So get ready for that. Get ready for
But go
that.
check out my boy on Spotify and Apple Music.
Yes, I
This guy actually sounds nice, by the way.
Man, yeah, actually.
Bro, like-
Shall put something there in the link description down below. Yeah, man, you didn't answer
But
the
ladies,
question.
he's after you, bro.
No, I'm married. So don't
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, that shit's a ruse, bro. You almost make me a
Yo, don't be there. It was fun there,
Before you face it,
Calm down,
bro.
yeah. How about you? You didn't answer the question.
That's a question.
What? Which question?
What's the old version of you what's that system you're building within yourself that is deleting that old version of you?
For me, I used to think like so much mattered. And like it came down even to the littlest things, especially even in my conversations with people and what I was doing. You think so much matters, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
So when you let yourself just go and be free in whatever you're doing and just do what you need to do and then everything else will align, at least for me, I know that's what I've
That's also
changed.
That's actually serious.
Yeah, that's very
You
serious.
know, that's something about you never thought of.
Yeah, just do what you have to do.
No,
Everything will align.
You know, like everyone thinks like so much matters. I ever thought about it like when you're moving out, then for you may think like you didn't put like a band on your hair or you didn't put like and no one realize it.
Yeah.
No one will even realize it and then you'll be like,
Bro, that didn't matter for shit.
that it actually didn't matter.
Yeah.
Bro, like, every time I be thinking,
Bro,
bro.
the people who think differently, you know, like my boy now. But for him it's like, bro, everything he wears is like his whole self is a brand, like everything he's doing is a brand. So it comes down to what he's wearing, it comes down to everything, he details everything to that degree and he likes that shit, like he enjoys doing that, like coming up with a different outfit to speak about something for that day, what. People like that. Some people like the finer details, but that's just more of a personal thing than it is like a public thing. Shouldn't let it be like a public thing where it's based off what people think. It should be based off what you feel like you wanna do.
Yeah,
If that makes sense.
okay. So we are now entering into a game session. It's called Real or Cap. Real or cap statements. It's like a scenario. It's more like just a statement. So you either agree or you say, "Man, that's cap."
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to grab your controversial opinion.
Come here, what?
Is it like instant? Do you want it to be instant? Or do you want like a
Like,
fast process?
It just be like it's either real or cap. These are like direct small things.
Just need to tailor my words, cause
Correctly.
I want the and I guess to go to the back
Like, come on, who you get?
Let's begin. Who's first?
Let's start off with people pretend to have life figured out more than they actually do.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So that's real or cap.
Real.
Even me sometimes
I say
I be
real.
thinking,
Real?
Real.
Yeah, or real.
Real or cap.
Okay, my bad.
Real or cap.
Yeah.
So social media has made life harder for our generation.
Nah, cap.
Harder? No.
Cap.
Real.
Why do you?
Where do you say? Where do you say? Where do
There's
you
so much on social media that we don't need to know, bro.
Yeah, it's just about your personal feelings.
But how is that?
Yeah.
Why is
There
that?
is so much, bro. There is so
But that's
much.
that all comes down to you though.
Yeah.
What you want to see from social media. If you be able to like tailor it and be like, this is what I want to see from social media.
That's
so
why.
that benefit
That's
you.
why algorithms exist.
Yeah, like
By the way,
Algorithm is still the tailor to what you want.
That's what I'm saying.
Like TikTok is structured to keep you on TikTok.
Yeah,
Every
but like-
social media is
No,
structured
what is
to
it?
keep you there.
No, but no. What he's trying to say is,
Yeah,
it's the question is, social media has made life harder for our generation.
yeah.
If you're making money off social media, would you say it's hard for you, or you going to say it's good for you?
Thing is, not everyone's making
In
money.
what sense, in terms of
But
to
I'm
make
saying,
it,
what I'm saying, like what I'm saying, it just depends on you what you tailor your social media for. Because me, I'd say Instagram came up with this new feature recently. I think it was at the beginning of the year where they ask you what you want to see in your reels. So me, I put everything about music, and my reels only have music stuff. Like it's either something in the music industry, something.
And that's why I say it's cap. Let me tell you, the way social media
So,
is designed to
it's
make
designed
your
to make us
life,
blow.
like to make what you want to see appear. They don't want to let you see. Of course, yeah, that's true. There's a lot of unwanted stuff.
Yeah.
But the way
That's what I
like
feel there.
there's a lot of unwanted shit. But
I'd
the way
say
social
maybe you
media
need a
is
certain age to be on social media.
as well. Yeah,
But
that's why
at the
there's a lot.
same time, creativity comes from the youngest of ages, bro.
you could be having music, but if you interact with something else,
It doesn't change.
no.
Normally,
doesn't change.
sometimes.
And it follows that.
To
Nah.
this day,
Sometimes-
bro, I'm telling you.
Okay, no.
I swear down.
Okay, no, like
yourself,
no,
bro.
no. The thing is, I see what you mean. Maybe for it doesn't change, but I've seen that. Like I can interact with something different, and maybe my algorithm slightly changes.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Literally. Trust me.
Fine school.
Let's talk about how often people try to scam you as an artist.
Okay.
Yeah.
It says music.
Yeah.
This lit.
Yeah.
Music.
Yeah,
Music.
I'm going into the.
You know, Instagram for music.
Going to the next question.
Shit, bro.
You sometimes have to outgrow people to grow yourself.
True.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
But man, that's also very subjective, bro.
Depend. Yeah.
Very subjective.
Real or cap?
Real.
Cab and real.
Real.
Why would you say that?
I'd say cab because, man, let me say, I don't think I would grow you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to outgrow you. You're like a brother.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, things just transcend just outgrowing someone. Because people think about, I feel like that's now more like a social media thing because some genuine friendships that you have, social media has downplayed it, that you have to sometimes leave. So of course, yeah, you can need to step away from the normal people that you're used to and go and challenge yourself, but that doesn't mean that any less of your what? Of your friends, you know? So I would say you can still have the same good friends, you can go out and interact with other people to grow to a certain level, but you don't really need to burn bridges. Just to grow.
At the same time, you can also.
But if you feel like you need to,
you can also buy.
Some people's personalities are for outgrowing.
For example, he's a drummer. For example,
that's what I'm saying. If you need to, sure, help yourself. But sometimes you don't need to. You just need to just focus on your own time.
50-50.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I say yes. I understand his point of view, but me, I'm completely yeah. Some people you need to argue with them, because if you want to, there's some people just keep you in one place. They slow you down.
I know that. Yeah, you have to be able to realize. That's why it comes self-awareness, bro. You have to think about what you want, and if the people you're surrounding yourself are not aligning to what you want, bro, you have to find yourself with people who are thinking
Who are actually thinking in the same line as you are.
direction.
You have to hang out with people who are like better than you at what you
Yeah.
do. Then when you're at the same level with them,
Check them.
Because the only way to get better is to be
Down.
who are better than you.
Act down.
Yeah,
You have to act down.
To some extent, yeah. For sure.
okay, so you lead me now to your environment can shape your mindset more than you realize.
Yeah.
Remember,
Yeah.
check your mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
That is just like a deep topic. I was actually talking to some people yesterday, and we were talking about it. I thought about in a perspective of how in Uganda the slums, people in the slums, a person to make it out to need like 0.1% to really make it out. Let's give a very projective example like Bob Wine. Everyone knows he's ghetto, but he made it out. But look at it, the percentage of people from there, yet it's the biggest, there are a lot of big population from there. There are few that have made it out. And like the project of the mind will projectively make you to be in that scenario, or you should, it's the environment there will shape you that your dreams are limited to, let me say, I don't want to shame jobs, but it won't make you to say that you want to become like an astronaut.
Yeah.
Because you're not seeing on a television for flying to the moon.
Yeah.
You're always going to see, you're not even seeing a television. So if you're always seeing people who the richest person in the village is someone who has 5 cows.
Yeah.
You're going to be like, man, if I have to like with 5 cows, yet you can't compare it with someone who is like in Mayfair in London, who is waking up to see that the biggest person there is having 5 yachts.
Bro, 5 years.
5 yachts, 5 guys.
No, I'm having a Ferrari. I have to be like a Ferrari. I'm going to be sponsored by Ferrari. Everything, bro.
You get what?
We'll do that weekly.
But you get what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so it's something else. I think like it's really something else.
Yeah, your environment does shit because, man, sometimes your dreams are too big. You need people, surround yourself with people who also have that same big dream. And you'll be like,
But
man,
like,
it's not that big because, man, this guy is also big. If this guy can do it, even me, I can do it. Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah, true. What about this with my next question is most people are not honest about how they really feel. They want to act stuff around their environment.
It really depends. In the middle, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's real out there.
I don't know.
Say it again.
Most people are not honest about how they really feel. They feel like they need
Bro,
to
that's a
act.
deep topic.
They have to act strong. That's because you know what made this topic. It's like something I feel a lot of people our age are facing because our problems are way too different from a person in 1980 now.
Yeah.
Because ours involves more of the screen.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to believe something. We're not. Most of the environment here is not grown up with war. It's grown up with more peace in some format, or it's and now it's surrounded with a more of a mind game than more of a physical game. That's what I'm saying.
I would say, I don't know, man. I can't say real, maybe crap because I don't know, I'm not seeing it at all.
That's what I'm saying. You want to know.
Yeah, that's how I
That's what Brad is
I
saying.
mean, it's hard to see it as well.
But yeah, maybe they are. Maybe they are, but at the same time, I don't have an opinion on how they are because I don't know them personally, but maybe it's real.
What do you think?
I think you never really know someone.
Yeah.
Okay. Another one is people spend more time chasing success than chasing peace within themselves.
Just in what?
Chasing peace within themselves.
No, what you said before.
Like people spend more time chasing success than chasing peace within themselves.
Me, my peace comes with success.
To some people, that's how it is.
That's actually true.
Some people, that's how it is.
Yeah.
That peace comes through success.
My peace comes with success. If I'm not successful, I'm peaceful. I'm not sleeping.
That's actually, bro.
Sweating in my sleep.
Bro, that's special.
But I think there's also peace in the journey as well.
Something of Central C where you were talking about that man, he misses the journey.
Yeah, I know.
Just like, man, I'm now here.
You
Man,
be there, you rush it.
the girl was like, man, now I sit down with my mates we grew up with. We are like, man, just think about the times we were.
That's why I'm also trying to invest
Just
my
like, for
journey.
example.
Yeah.
you're like, yeah,
Because
you
when
know
you're
you
in that when you're in that moment, your head is like, man, how can I get out of this? How can I get out of this? How can I get out of this? You forget to embrace the process.
But you know, yeah, the process is so sweet after you
Yeah.
make it. The process, yo, that
And
yo,
you can't feel it again once you leave the
once you leave the process.
Rather, it reminds you of how, like, for example, let's give an example of visa. When you come into like where we are right now, when you come in here in the UK, and then the visa process, when you go down with it, you're like, these guys ask paperwork, they ask and then because the hustle for real. They're trying to get you some guy, and I was like,
some processes you need to enjoy.
I enjoy the pain of it, bro.
If you're striving towards something that is greater than yourself, because bro, I feel like whatever we are striving for, we think it's little. We think you're just striving to become a streamer. Think you're just striving to be a content creator. We're striving to become the first Ugandan streamer. That's such a big thing, bro.
Yeah.
Pioneering the whole thing. That's so big.
And I like how you're doing it on YouTube, by the way. You're putting the Ugandan thing on the map.
It's like you're trying, you just whatever we're trying to do is very big.
When I just come, UG kind in the chat, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Uganda.
Bro, it's let me tell you, man, the whole thing, like, I actually had a chat with like one of my viewers yesterday on the live, telling me how, like, pioneering something is also another thing that is also very important. Because it said how in the Ugandan scene, there are less streamers, like, who do, like, for example, what I do, because I do more, I do like a hybrid thing. I chat, at the same time, I game, at the same time, there's music, at the same time, you know, it's a lot of things.
A lot going on at the same
A lot
time.
going at the same time.
It's expressing you.
Exactly. At the same time, I'm not only streaming, because you know most streamers only stream, you don't post content. I do content as well. I post my other videos on the side. My other videos I was doing before. And the fact that I do that plus clips, people don't realize it, but the effort
It's
the
a lot,
the effort is a lot, bro.
But man, I feel like I'd rather be a pioneer than than someone that comes into a well-established thing, to be honest. Because with a pioneer, it's like Jay-Z. How much money that guy is making right now, bro? As a pioneer, bro. Like a pioneer,
You start
like,
something.
you're the first to like do something.
Ah,
Okay, so you start like your whole ambition of what you dream of,
Yeah.
and then you put it there on the map, and people are like,
And then
oh.
from there,
Give an
because-
example of like real life streaming. It's more of Aisha Speed that started that whole journey. And he really put that whole. It was already there,
Exactly.
but for him, he really.
I would say,
that's
I would
smart.
actually say it would be like Soldier Boy.
Yeah.
Tory
No, what's-
Tory Lanez used to stream in lockdown, bro. Like,
Oh, who was-
Lanez used to make
No,
music.
but who was this guy? Who is this guy in America? I don't say it's Flights Reacts. So
Yeah,
they were
Flight.
up.
There's also
That
Solo
guy
Nine.
started long
Yeah,
time.
Flight started. I used to watch Flight in COVID.
And they're
Like,
I used to watch Flight in COVID 6
These
years
guys are
ago.
printing money, bro.
6 years ago
Those guys
now.
are printing money.
Let me
Like,
tell you, Flight. I've seen Flight from Flight Reacts back in the day, 2019.
but
That's why
I used to see, and you see, he was obsessed with Steph Curry. I think that's where.
Steph Curry.
I think that's where I think I should first sat down and said, man, first of us obsessed with like
Ronaldo.
God knows, I don't know. Maybe now like it was really there, or we don't know. I was not in his
Never
mind.
Never know.
Yeah, you never.
The
I
thing
want
is
to
like-
meet you though. Yeah, but you get the whole point, and then you just focus.
I
on-
know that same exact theory is how actually most content creators do. They want to be their own type of brand. They don't want to come and do something and copy another person. That's why you see, Aisha Speed could have freaking done the same thing that Flight did.
Yeah,
Right?
okay, it's literally an athlete, so.
Exactly. Kai Cenat, let me tell you, different streamers have it's like a superpower. Like they have their own different abilities. Kai Cenat is known for bringing different celebrities, bringing all this shit. Duke Dennis does his IRLs.
Yeah,
Dennis is known for his
yeah.
IRLs. His IRLs are crazy.
His IRL is like what? Like,
The IRLs he does where he's like
Literally.
in the streets.
Yeah.
That's similar to speed, though.
Huh?
It's similar to speed.
Now,
but
Speed-
his is different.
No,
His is different
bro.
because he's older.
What
he's
Duke,
like
what
32.
Duke does? What Duke does? Duke goes around. His streams are just aura farming.
Yeah.
Aura farming and IRL. But Speed is usually causing fucking chaos, bro. He's shouting at everyone. That's his thing. And that's why I'm saying I can't go into streaming and say I'm going to shout like Speed. Because it won't be authentic. People say like this guy just trying to copy Speed.
People would rather just go and watch.
People would rather go watch Speed than come and watch me. Because I'm doing the same thing as him, but people would rather go watch Speed. That's why me as me now, I haven't said I've like seen what I want to do.
That's a creative like.
Exactly. Me, that's why I've seen that I haven't seen what I want to do on the Twitch scene because I'm still starting out with the reaction thing.
Can I tell you something?
And then
You know how I came up with this idea? This idea when I texted you guys on the group chat and I was like you guys, man, I need to do this thing. And literally was like, I was like, you know how I visioned the plan. Like I used to be there as staff, and I was like, man, I know this whole everyone calls me Sudi, but you get it, man. Actually,
brand.
yeah, as a brand, and I was like, man, ever since Kido, like top class, I was always called Sudi. But then after I got to realize that I have a lot of characteristics, because I'm leading up to your point. Yeah. A lot of characteristics, yeah. One time I was next to Benji, and I dropped SudiTalks, and I told him, bro, man, I just have this one thought, my name will just drop this SudiTalks thing. I feel like my name expresses how I'm feeling today. I dropped it, I got like 2,000 something views.
You didn't know 2K guys.
Do you know? Then I was talking to some other boy.
it was YouTube or TikTok?
It was
Or
TikTok.
yeah.
No, it was on Instagram.
Instagram.
I have a boy of mine. He's called.
Instagram is crazy.
He's called Muhammad Ismail. Shout out to him. He actually he's the first guy that told me pick up your phone and start recording.
Yeah,
He's like on 13K on IG or something. He told me, he was like, but just try and continue doing it. Try and see how it goes. And he told me that, do you know what it means for 2,000 people to look at you and see your face? Imagine that in one big arena. Then, still is up my point. I was like, first week, I was like in my head, I was like, man, because I first got one time, I was seeing them growing. You know, you're first excited, you're seeing it, man. 500 people. Do you know, I was like, you know what it means? People are dying to sell out 2,000 capacity arenas. I was like, man, do you know how hard that is? For people to look and see you, and then they're like, someone else has been inspired by what you're saying. Then I first said, sure, let me chill. Later on, like this week, man, I was there, stuck. So we have this thing in Islam, it's called tahajjud, where you pray like in the night. And it's like one of the night prayers. You pray it in the night and you tell God, like, man, God, like, but honestly, I need your help in this thing. You pray for it. So I prayed for it and I was like, man, God. I remember I went to Saudi Arabia last September. And ever since I came in, I always felt like I've been lost. I lost some things I wanted to do.
Yeah.
When I came in, I came back now, it's now March. And I'm like, man, my things are not really going how I want them to be. Like, my content thing, I've tried and some of the, I would brainstorm so many ideas of what you guys are now talking about.
But have you thought about also showing people the bad side?
No, that's the thing. I'm explaining now what I'm leading up to your point and your point.
You're gonna explain that.
Yeah. Then after I sat down with myself, like I was in the night after I finished the hard and I was like, man, yo, I remember I sold Rolex in high school.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I sold Rolex in high school.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, you know what Rolex is? And I was like, Rolex, I first started expressing like in my head, like how Rolex means so much to me, yeah? And I was like, you know what? Let me see how I can change this thing. And I remember that I turned 0 shillings to 1 million in a span of 2-3 weeks. In Uganda, that's abnormal.
Yeah.
That's 20 pounds. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, first way, I started doing SudiTalks. One time, this guy told me, I was with Kara told me, I looked like after the 2 vids, this guy told me, man, you know, man, even my sister, man, she likes your vids, bro. She feels inspired about them. He told it to me. I started getting random texts from random people.
You know,
people.
You know how that feels when someone tells you, yo, I really enjoy this content.
Like from a random pass, bro, that feeling is so good.
It's so good.
I felt, and my goal in life was like, my goal in life, I just wanted to impact people. Like I always tell you guys, like, bro, as long as I feel like I've impacted something, alhamdulillah, I'm grateful. I feel like I've done my part. Then I was like, my first way, now let me mix SudiTalks. Eat the Rolex with me. As something that backs my history. Uganda, Rolex is something that everyone sits down. Like, first of all, you've eaten this thing and you've sat down and thought. That's the whole point of the Rolex, how it does to you. He's a pioneer.
This is actually
actually sit down, you eat it and you sit down and you actually like think. Because you remember every single time we ate Rolexes, I remember that we were like in a struggle.
Yeah.
So and now in my head I'm like, right now in this head, what I'm trying to do.
This is thinking.
Right now what I'm trying to do is actually be in a change of trying to do something, and I believe in what my journey is according to my vision. This is a struggle. This is phase 0.001.
Yeah.
And Rolex has been there with all of us. And Rolex is that build you take. Since day one. Because I remember that was like, well, a Rolex is something you can take in one shot and it works. Then in my head I was like, this is also my personality at the same time. Everyone's personality is full. Then after it leads back to your point where you're talking about you feel like you're not finding your niche. Trust me, it's going to be that one night you're going to sit down with yourself and be like, the whole time you are doing what you were actually thinking. You sit down with yourself and you just get like right now. I sat down with myself. I just told myself I was actually doing everything. It's just that you just need to. You never know that one feet down there that you thought that did blow up or something, or that 1 feet down there is that one guy that saw it and said, this guy can actually work with him. That guy can actually see him.
That's how I think about it. That's how that's how music blows up.
Yeah, that's actually
Like guys make the hardest songs. And then guys realize that shit after 2 years. Like, bro, my boy, this guy is so
Yeah, but you know, that's how they're doing to Mavo for example.
Yeah, like for what? Those songs we made that shit long time.
They start looking at it behind. You see, like even Asaki's most songs, he has like remixed them. He has like done a part 2 of them. But they already released, but then because now he got realized that the whole time he was already doing his journey. It's just all he needed was he just doesn't know. But
I don't know if you know this Kenyan artist. It's called Juanita.
Shout out to Juanita, man. You can hop on this thing. You know you're Kenyan. Some good.
You're saying
It's the Rolex with me.
Improvements to come soon.
You see that show. I don't know. I expect you to know her because she sang this song Everybody. Some nice song. It was released back in the day. I think you've heard it.
I think so.
You see that show? She released that song back in 2021.
Yeah.
Just recently. By the way, shout out to Anita. She recently got signed to a music agency in Kenya for that song. Back in 2021.
We're even going to look at Baraka. Let's look at Baraka. Shout out to Baraka, man. You just come and eat a Rolex with us. Come and eat a Rolex with me. Nigga, right now, like yesterday, I was just saying his tune was being played at Arsenal's training ground. Like artists are reposting his thing, like no more guys, and you're like, this is a normal guy from Kawempe. Kawempe. What the fuck, my guy?
My boy is from back. There's no taking judge.
Whenever I twitch, bro, you can achieve your dreams. It's so crazy. People just haven't realized it yet.
Yeah.
That it's possible. What you can achieve.
So fucking possible. But the only thing that's bringing people down is just the mind, bro.
Yeah, the mind.
It's the mind.
But everything happens in the mind.
Everything.
Literally.
Everything happens in the mind.
Yeah. So it's to wind up all of.
I think I was saying, but you should just try to show people the bad side.
You see now, that's the thing. In my videos, I had put my like SudiTalks was practice. That's why I told him by the way that all my videos are in one take because I'm being realistic with myself. I'm being real. I've done how I'm feeling in my mind, and I'm telling you how I feel. And I'm telling you how I feel. You may think that I'm advising you, but in my head I'm like, I'm actually being badly off. But then someone else will text you like, bro. There's one time I was talking to, I made a
relatability is the one thing in this world that people look for. Like people just go through shit and they end up being in a dark
mind
where
that's actually true. That's why when I post my video,
who go through that shit.
That's why when I post,
man, I'm the only one going through this shit, man.
Bro, I swear. That's why when I post my videos, I know that someone out there is literally relates to what I'm posting. That's why when people tell me, yo, especially most people in this union actually tell me, especially these of Lola be telling me how their friends over in Kenya.
Shout out to them.
The friends over in Kenya be telling me how, bro, they be relating to my videos so much. Especially most of things I posted so many videos. that I don't remember which one exactly. But there's one video that was.
Flex.
You can put on BBC.
Shout out BBC, bro.
That's kind of literally experience,
Shout out BBC, bro. Shout out CNN.
Yeah, CNN, sorry.
CNN.
Sorry.
I was also, I was also on BBC as well. I just didn't know. I found out yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
Yesterday.
I found out yesterday that I was on BBC as well.
Now you see, now you see the funny.
Were you on BBC before?
I was on CNN. I was
Yeah, now you see now.
Not one.
Okay. No,
Two
but
hours
see,
into
but now you see that's the thing. You may think of your journey and you see it's like sure you're going to have your second performance.
Yeah.
You may think that now you see like Hero. I've always seen Hero play football. Hero has been playing football for years. Hero went to Dubai. Hero played football.
Yeah.
Nah, give me a
Hero
little
played
bit.
football. Hero got an opportunity to stay there.
What happened,
What
bro?
happened?
Staying by.
No, sorry, not saying. Like I'm saying, he had the whole idea of football always
Yeah.
being in the mind. And in my head, I feel like people shouldn't give up with.
I feel like you could have made this new football because, bro,
Who said you give up?
turns out, bro, you don't even need to be skilled to be saying, bro. Those guys be shit, bro. But they make money.
You get okay.
They print money.
You get Ferrari.
That's another whole conversation.
Someone told
Ferrari, let me tell you something.
Like,
Even a player
somebody's
playing in
example
Cardiff
was
City
was
in
Saka or
championship.
some shit. You don't have to be the best like in the world.
Let me
bro.
tell
These
you.
guys are not the
Let me tell you.
There's football everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
There's football.
That's how it's marketing. If they market you as the best.
It's a good video.
It's just marketing.
They don't dish out
That's
the
one good film. They be like, this is the new prospect. You can do a British one.
That's how they say that. You know that's how they do to most of
Yes,
those
marketing.
young talent.
I think so.
Then they start doing them gameplay.
It's how you market like the biggest people who make it is the most marketable people. Because people want to put money in you and see that, oh, if I put money in you, you can make money for me, bro. Like Adidas hitting you up to do a collab. Nigga, how marketable are you to be in a collab with them that is going to be advantageous to them?
But at the same time, yeah, it has to be an advantage to them.
Yeah, you have to be marketable to everyone.
Okay, at least to, yeah.
In your sector.
In your sector, in your niche.
Yeah.
So man,
You need to market your shit.
so man, to wind up all of this, I'd love all of you guys to write down something here and do something at the end of the show, where everyone writes down how they call it, mentally felt.
About?
Like a rating the show. What's up?
No, not rating the show. It's not like rating the show, but as if kind of, but it's more like to see how you, just like the markers and everything. You write down your thoughts right now. Your thoughts, how you persevere your thoughts through right now, and how you see your visionary.
I feel like you're in an exam.
Like,
It's like you practically writing down how you feel.
After the session.
Yeah, after it's like a session, like how you feel like after the session. I should have actually said how you feel.
how you felt after the
At the start, then how you feel in the end. But yeah, it's still the same
Next
thing.
time.
Next time.
How do I feel?
Because everyone came in, how you feel. So just,
Yeah, I feel it.
you can put it in one word or a sentence. No, you keep it. You read out, then you just say your why.
I have two.
Yes, it's your choice.
What if I say I feel hungry? Rolex.
You give it.
Watch the ads. Bye.
You give it your why.
Watch the ads.
Aha.
Don't skip the ads.
Don't skip the ads.
Don't skip the ads.
Let me start with you.
Yeah, bro. Like, I only have one word. I feel enlightened.
Why?
The fact that spoken with like-minded people, in a sense that I've also learned new things, like the fact of like showing people maybe the bad side of the process, aside from that, a lot of other things I may not remember right now, but like just the fact that spoken with like-minded people is enlightening because you don't really get to speak to same people that think the same way on a daily basis. That's the thing.
And you're relieved because you sometimes you be stressed about certain things and then you have to talk to like-minded people
Yeah.
and then reinforced. Whereas these are some things that I do have conversations about with myself. Like, I think you know that I talk to myself a lot.
Yeah.
I talk to myself a lot. So airing them out, my thoughts reinforces them in me and make sure I don't forget them. Because I also forget my own sayings sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like money, I feel enlightened. I feel enlightened as well.
First of all, making us weird, man. When I say
I feel enlightened.
Basically same thing you said. Talking with like-minded people is really good for the mind. You know, like always in our mind.
Yeah.
That always comes as well to at ease. So I think like the SudiTalks thing.
Food should be there as
Yeah,
well.
the SudiTalks thing really gets you out of the mindset that most people walk with on a day-to-day. When you can come here, sit, eat some good food, and talk with your boys, so you always feel good.
Come on, you're real.
Yeah, we're ready to go tomorrow. We're ready to do what we need to do to make where we need to be.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the Rolex.
I'm
I'm full.